Welcome to Treasure Timbers. If you have watched my previous videos, you will know that I love the ocean, and in particular, I love driftwood. I love foraging for it, I love working with it, and I want to take you along. So, where do we start? In my first video this year, I showed you 3 very different pieces of driftwood I wanted to showcase. Now it's already the beginning of February, so the time has come to get cracking. This driftwood board was one of them. It's a beautiful piece, worn by the sea and full of character and potential. The problem? I've got too many ideas. A bath caddy, maybe. What about a wine rack or a rustic chair? All these and more. So, for starters, why don't you tell me what you think I should make with this, and maybe I can get a fresh perspective. So many possibilities. Another piece I showcased was this ship's pilot's ladder. What's interesting is I picked up the long section at the cutting, one of the beaches near here. 2 weeks later, a friend and I were walking at Treasure Beach and she called me over and showed me these steps, buried in the sand and still half connected by lengths of frayed rope. I cut them free, brought them home, and only a few days later made the connection that they were related to the long piece I'd picked up a fortnight before. The distance is a couple of kilometers, so how about that? What are the chances that both sections would end up in my hands? Another interesting thing about this ladder is one of the steps has a web address printed on the bottom. www.ptrholland.com. If we pay a visit to the site, we learn the following. PTR Holland is a global player in the maritime industry. If you click on products, you'll find their wooden pilot ladder. Clearly this is a ladder with a pedigree. Look at the specifications and certificates. Further down we find standalone steps should you need replacements. Someone clearly needed a whole new ladder. I kept an eye out for this bottom section, but it never surfaced, so I wonder what became of it. At the time, I thought it would be fun to email PTR Holland and tell them the story. They replied with the following message. Dear Jonathan, thank you for your mail and pictures. Much appreciated. Probably a ship throw the ladder away during sailing on the sea. Probably the rope ladder were broken. This is not good for the environment, but it's funny that our product is found in South Africa. Funny indeed, but lucky for me. Another piece I emphasized is this worn old cutting board. At least I think it was a cutting board in its former life. This one has now been booked by a friend who asked me to make something for them, so hopefully I have a clearer idea of what it will become. I'm going to keep that under wraps for now, but I'll make a start today with sanding the front surface. So sit back and relax. As soon as I've made some progress, I'll show you how it looks and we can discuss what I have in mind. Just look at how well it's shaping up. And wait until I sand it again and then oil it, then you'll see it pop. I can reveal now that this driftwood piece is destined to become a swimming pool sign with a funky and funny message laser engraved on it. What the message will say, I'll only reveal next time we meet. In the meantime, I'll make a start on sanding the ship's ladder. I'll also take you along on my next foraging trip and you'll be able to see exactly what kind of driftwood washes up here on the doorstep of Treasure Timbers. See you then.